Hello and welcome to History Buff. In this video we'll be looking at the Untersberg, the mysterious mountain and obsession of Adolf Hitler. They say that the Bermuda Triangle is a portal to other worlds, but on the mainland there is another place that holds as many mysteries as Bermuda. It is a mountain and it is called Untersberg. According to the locals, this massif of 1,973 meters high between Germany and Austria allows adventurers who enter it to be transported to other places and to other times. The stories about this mountain come from both modern times and the distant past, including why Adolf Hitler became obsessed with the mountain. The Mountain of Mysteries. The Untersberg mountain is part of the Alpine range that stretches between Berchtesgaden, Germany and Salzburg, Austria. At first glance, it shines for its beauty and for being imposing. However, this mountain harbours legends. These include strange disappearances and incredible appearances on this mountain, which is full of mysteries. The inhabitants of the place tell a story from generation to generation. Emperor Frederick Barbarossa fell asleep in it, and in his dream his beard grew non-stop, eventually wrapping around the mountain. His beard has already grown around the mountain 2 times. It's believed that when Barbarossa's beard goes one more lap around, then it will be the world's end. Other legends say it is Charlemagne himself who hides inside Untersberg. They are legends, but they catch the unexpected men. In 1992, the Dalai Lama wanted to visit Untersberg. After 6 hours walking through it, he came back very moved. He said that the mountain was a sleeping dragon, and that the mountain is also heart chakra of Europe, a place full of energy and magnetism. The disappearances and the incredible. Beyond the legends, there are real and terrifying facts. Many people arrived on the mountain and disappeared in its caverns. Months later, they reappeared, but did not remember anything of what they experienced in those months while they were missing. A famous case happened in 1987, when 3 friends went to explore the caverns at Untersberg. It began on a bright and warm August day, but as the day ended, the 3 friends did not return from their walk. The missing men were reported. However, when the search was carried out by the tracking teams, they did not find a hint of the missing explorers. They only found their car parked near the base of the mountain, and inside were their personal things such as documents. After 3 weeks of intense searches, the authorities officially classed them as missing. After this, 3 months passed. It's now November, and something unexpected shakes the families of the 3 men. They appear on a ship in the Red Sea. The ship with the 3 occupants arrives at the port of Alexandria in Egypt. The young explorers went to the German consulate and were able to communicate with their families. When asked where they had been for the last 3 months, terrified, they replied they did not know. The entrance to Earth. Entrance to the Earth. That's what a man who was obsessed with Untersbergs called it. That man was Adolf Hitler, and the legends of the mountain came to him. His obsession drove him to have each story investigated, with Hitler internalizing each case. Hitler learned about the disappearances and the people who reappeared years later with the same clothes on as they had at the time of disappearance. He sent special teams to tour the caverns of Untersberg, although it was unknown how far they could go due to the depths of the caverns. His passion for the mountains was so great that he had his famous Berghof house built on the mountain opposite Untersberg, a huge property with 30 rooms, and was decorated with the finest arts and upholstery. This is the view of the mountain from the dining room of Adolf Hitler's house. It is here that Hitler spent his vacations, and it was his second government residence. Hitler spent long hours looking at that mountain with a special telescope that he had built for him specifically for this purpose. And to his intimates, he revealed his secret thought. Inside that mountain, there are hidden forces that could help him win the war. Hitler never actually entered the mountain. He lost the war and his life. The unfinished expedition. The unanswered mysteries do not stop here. In 2008, an expedition was organized to explore one of its caverns, but the operation lasted only 3 days. The team had descended over 1,000 meters down a passage so narrow that only one could breathe. They came to a place where they opened more than 800 passageways. An inexplicable madness. They climbed back up quickly. The explorers reported that they found a lake that, after being measured with special equipment, determined that it had a depth of 930 meters. They crossed the lake with a boat that they were carrying, and said they all had the same feeling, that this place was too creepy to continue. No answers. Local villagers speak of men of small height coming out of the mountain, and of flying objects that from Untersberg go to the sky. In the 18th century, an ancient text was found. In German, it's called the Untersberger Mantel, which talks about the mountain. It mentions inhabitants with huge heads, fine eyes, and grey skin. Another story from the text is about a group of lumberjacks who 300 years ago went on a trip to Salzburg at dawn. The lumberjacks saw some 400 little people, all dressed the same, who ran into the mountain into a crevice. The text also mentions tunnels that start from a mountain near a lake called Königssee, Lake of Kings, to a church there. And that in 1529 a certain Lazarus Aigner went up the mountain with a mayor and the priest of the parish of a nearby town. Under the mountain they found a small chapel built of rocks that contained inscriptions in silver that they couldn't decipher. It is Untersberg, the most mysterious mountain in the world. It is still there, imposing and silent, the mountain who never reveals its secrets. Thank you for watching History Buff. Please remember to like and subscribe, and click the notification bell to be reminded of any future uploads from the channel.